Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to our coverage of Michigan High School basketball, live on YouTube, presented by the GI Tech School Broadcasting Program. Tonight, the 10-6 Red Wings of St. John's have made the trip up US 127 to take on the 13-5 Mount Pleasant Oilers. Oilers are coming off a heartbreaking loss in overtime to Flint Carmen Ainsworth last Friday and are looking to bounce back with a win tonight. As for the Red Wings, they've had kind of an up-and-down season. They started the season off with 3 straight wins, and since that game, they've kind of gone 7-6, and they're looking to continue their momentum from their win last week into this game tonight. And with that, we say welcome to Mount Pleasant High School. I'm Brenton Scobie alongside Alex Whitman. And Alex, first of all, I want to mention we have a huge crowd on hand tonight. Band is in the house. We are going to have a great game. But what do the Oilers need to do to get back in the win column after a tough loss last week and a tough St. John's team in town?
You know, earlier today I had a chance to talk with Coach Taylor, one of the assistant coaches, and one of the big things he said was move the ball. Move the ball around the perimeter, really try and get the ball down low to into the paint to their men like Andrew Barbie and Logan Brodachuk, get those easy buckets, and occasionally a Logan Brodachuk slam.
So this can be Brodachuk and number 3 there for St. John's to go for the tip, and Logan Brodachuk wins it easily. It was Jack Ballard who went up for the tip. Barbie thought about an early 3, puts up the floater, and it's short. And Logan Brodachuk will corral the rebound in the corner. Nice play there from the big man. Green working against Logan Schroeder. Now they're working around into the middle. Scooter Polk with the floater, and he gets his first 2 points of the night. And now here come the Red Wings. It's Joseph Leonard to bring it up, and now he'll swing it to Schroeder. Trying to back down Barbie, and now they kick it back out. Schroeder kicks it into the corner to Dupuis. Dupuis kicks it out now. St. John's content to move it around the arc and wait for a good shot. Schroeder from the corner for 3, and it rims off, and it bounces out top. Driving into the lane, using the pump fake is Peters, and he gets it to go. Nice play there from Peters. I've been told he's the best player on this St. John's roster. We'll see what he can do here tonight. Here comes Green for the Oilers. Gets into the lane, kicks it out. Polk left wide open, decides not to take the 3, as now they'll get it inside to Logan Brodachuk. Brodachuk, the turnaround, gets it to go off the window. Nice finish there from Logan Brodachuk, and he'll go to the stripe for one more.
And that's one of the things you're going to see here coming from Logan. He's a big dude, so he's going to be able to give you that little shove and get those hard-to-reach baskets with his long wingspan.
So, Brodachuk looking to complete the 3-point play here at the line. That one rims out, and it comes down to Joseph Leonard. Now up ahead to Dupuis. 3 thought about there by Leonard, as now he kicks it to the corner for Peters, who will get it back out top. Dupuis now guarded. He'll swing it. Dupuis has pass deflected, and it's out of bounds. Dupuis looks like he made some contact with the ref there. And it'll be Oiler basketball here down in the near corner.
As it looks like the Red Wings are going to try and press Monty Green coming up in half court, which is one of the things you're going to see here. They really play a nice, tight man-to-man defense, and they're going to look to beat you could say, their older brother as being an underdog coming into this matchup.
Green gets into the lane. Tough take. Uses the nice scoop hook shot form of a layup and gets it to go, and the Oilers off to a 6-2 start. Peters now kicks it out. Red Wings moving it around the top once again. Now it's Dupuis out top. Lost it on his way into the lane, and they'll get Scooter Polk with a foul. So that's going to be the first foul of the night on Scooter Polk. Oilers with balanced scoring so far. 3 players, all with a bucket so far here early. And a takeaway for Logan Brodachuk. Up ahead, and he almost lost it into the lane. He lays it in, and they're going to get him with a charge. He ran through Schroeder, and it's going to be Red Wing basketball. So here comes Dupuis for the Red Wings. He gets it to Leonard. Now he tried to make a pass, and it was dropped. Now Scooter Polk will circle it back out and set up the offense here for the Oilers. Klein hits a trailing Amani Green. They'll swing it to Barbie. Spinning his way into the lane, puts it up, and a tough take goes. All 8 points so far for the Oilers have been really tough takes, and they've got themselves 8 points so far. Leonard thought about the three, now kicking it out. Leonard from the corner, got it. St. John's with their first 3-point bucket of the night. And it's 8-5, and it looks like the Red Wings are going to take a timeout. We're going to take that timeout with them. We'll be back after a short break.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School after a short break in the action. Oilers lead at 8-5. Same 5 out there for the Oilers. And same 5 out there for the St. John's Red Wings. Tallest player tonight for the Red Wings will top out at about 6 foot. So not a very tall roster, so they might have a little bit of trouble inside on the big men like Broychuk and Barbie, as well as Shea Klein. Green had it poked away from him by Dupuis. Now he'll corral it again and get it out top to Barbie. Into the middle, Broychuk lays it in from underneath the basket. And Logan Broychuk puts it up to 10-5. Down into the middle, kick out 3 for Peters, and it's off, and the board comes down to Amani Green. Here he comes, up ahead with speed, into the lane, tried to kick it out, and it was stolen away. Coming to the rim, it's Schroeder, spinning away from Barbie. Couldn't finish, but he gets his own miss and kicks it out. Peters driving, right at Broychuk. Can't finish. Broychuk tried to take the charge, and Barbie will corral the rebound. Now here comes Barbie for the Oilers. Into the lane. Kicking it out to Amani Green now. Green kicks it out to Aiden Klein. Now back to Green. Lost the basketball, and the Red Wings come away with it. And now we're going to have a travel. That's Joseph Leonard down there in the corner. Took a couple too many steps before putting down that first dribble.
And with that call by the referee, we'd like to let you know that you can be a referee. In fact, we need you to get out there and be a referee now more than ever. Nationally, there's a shortage of people willing to work these kids' games, and they are just kids' games. So if you love kids and sports, register today at MHSA.com. And if you are unable to get out there, please respect the efforts of those who can. As Barbie lays that in with the 2-point basket, his 4th points on the night.
So now here come the Red Wings again. As a new man is checked in for the Red Wings. Landon McCula out top of Leonard. Now driving in, pull up Jay. Can't get it to go, and Scooter Polk corrals the rebound. Green kicking out. Barbie thought about the 3. Barbie into the lane, had it blocked. And now here comes Leonard for the Red Wings. Leonard driving at Polk. And runs over Scooter Polk, and they're going to get him with a charge. Nice job there from Scooter Polk to stand in and take the contact, and his team will get the ball back. And now coming to the scores table, Easton Day, Nick Dice, and Shea Klein. They replace Logan Broychuk, Scooter Polk, and Aiden Klein.
And even though the Oilers lost that game last week against Carmen Ainsworth, Easton Day was a big part about trying to keep that lead tight and keep on defense and expand their lead on offense, nailing about 3 threes that were really in clutch moments.
Dice. Now swing it to Easton Day. Day looking for someone to go with it. Lost it. And they're going to get the Red Wings with a foul. That's going to be on Dupuis. And it'll be Oiler basketball on the far side of the court. Barbie gets it into Amani Green. Now he'll set up the offense. Driving into the middle, step back jumper, got it to go. Tough jumper there for Amani Green, and the Oilers lead up to 9. Peters driving, kicking now, and now they'll swing it out top. Dupuis spinning, tough take in the lane, no good, and Amani Green comes down with the rebound. Green up ahead, right to the cup, and he lays it in. Oiler lead up to 11, as Amani Green looking pretty good here early. Timeout St. John's. Coach Nate Wade has had enough, and we're going to head to a quick commercial break. We'll be back on the other side of this short message.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Oilers lead at 16-5 over the Red Wings in a pretty solid start so far, coming off that loss the other night against Flint Carman Ainsworth. And what a great night for basketball we have. If we look up behind us, Alex, really good crowd on the home side of the bleachers, pretty good number of students out. And then we have the special performance from the dance team, I believe, coming at halftime with a ton of younger kids. And there's a lot of them up in the stands. And then the band back in the house tonight, which we always love.
This is just a great atmosphere. The Oilers are hungry for that, get that next win after a tough loss last week. Nobody was happy about it. We're looking back to get a huge win here tonight.
And especially with that big game coming on Friday against Grand Blanc. This is a big one to get that momentum headed into Friday night against the Bobcats, who are their last 2 seasons they won a state championship and were state runner-up. So really dominating program, and Oilers looking to be spoiler to their unbeaten conference record on Friday.
But the Oilers, what they can't do is look past this St. John's team here tonight. Although their record may not show it, they are a really tough team, and they're coming in with a chip on their shoulder, trying to beat coming into this game as an underdog, looking to upset the Oilers here tonight.
So Monty Green will slow it down. A minute and a half left in this first quarter action between Mount Pleasant and St. John's. Day driving corner, trying to get it down low. They get it to Green, and there's going to be a foul down low. It's going to be at number 5, Chris Stewart, the junior guard. And that's going to be the 4th foul of the night on the Red Wings. They get it into Shea Klein. Shea Klein going up and over the top. Can't get it to go, and now bodies falling to the floor. Cardole, Dupuis, and Easton Day going to the ground there. It'll remain Oiler basketball.
And it looks like that foul is on Anthony Dupuis, his 3rd of the night already, just here in this 4th quarter.
So now here's Amani Green. Green kicking out. Dole driving into the lane. Tough take for Carter Dole. Can't get it to go. And Shea Klein tracks down the rebound, but he was out of bounds. Somebody lost a shoe as well. That was Shea Klein who lost his shoe. They'll have to get that back on before they go down to the other end of the floor.
Excuse me, it's only the 1st quarter, not the 4th.
So it's Stewart to inbound it to Schroeder to start the offense here for the Red Wings. Stewart now kicks to McCula. Now out top to Peters. Schroeder. Red Wings swinging it around the top here on offense. Schroeder long 3. He was run into by Cardole, and a nice rebound by Amani Green. The foul will go on Chris Stewart now. That's his 2nd already. So here comes Amani Green for the Oilers. Green will swing it to Nick Dice. Carter Dole now. Oilers also having tremendous ball movement here on their first couple possessions. Green went off his foot to Dice in the corner. Interesting pass technique, and Dice can't finish, and the board will come down to McCula. To the corner to Peters. Thought about the 3 in transition, decides better of it. McCula, catch and shoot 3, got it to go. Nice shot there from McCula, and he cuts the deficit to 8. Now here come the Oilers with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Green, step back, broke a man's ankles for 3. Got it! Amani Green looking like Harry Houdini out there, pulling everything out of the hat. And the Oilers will take a 19-8 lead into the first break of the night. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back on the other side of it.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend...
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Oilers with a 19-8 lead over the visiting St. John's Red Wings. Alex, why don't you tell us more about the new MHSAA website?
New for the 2022-2023 school year is a totally redesigned MHSAA website. The address is the same. Just go to MHSAA.com for all your news, scores, schedules, and more. The new site works great on mobile devices and makes tournament information easier to find. Plus, get all the new features, stories, finals, recaps right on the front page. Check out the new MHSAA.com.
And that was Schroeder who had tapped away from behind, and it'll be Red Wing basketball underneath. It's going to be McCula to get it in. Peters for 3. That one rims off, and the board comes down to Logan Barodachuk. Here comes the big man for the Oilers. Swinging it to Day. Day to Klein in the corner. Klein driving to the rim. Tough floater. No good. And the board still loose, and it'll come down to Scooter Polk. Nice hustle play there from the senior. Barbie spinning against Peters. Kicks it corner. Aiden Klein. Now get it back out top to Barbie. And it went off Aiden Klein's hand along the baseline as they tried to get inside, and it'll be Red Wing basketball. Leonard will swing it to Schroeder. Now top to Peters. Peters dishing corner. Now he'll get it back out top to him. Now Schroeder guarded by Scooter Polk. We'll get it inside. Leonard now trying to get the screen. Ballard now will swing it to Schroeder. Schroeder pump fakes, puts it up. No good, and Brochuk skies in from way up top to get the rebound. Now here comes Day. Brochuk thought about the 3, driving in. Tough lay-in, good. He went through everybody on that St. John's defense for 2, and the lead up to 13. And another timeout here taken by St. John's. We're going to take another short break with them. We'll be back right after this.
I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Oilers with a 21-8 lead over the St. John Red Wings. And I believe that's the second or third timeout taken so far tonight by Coach Nate Wade. Not liking what he's seeing so far from his squad, but despite being severe underdogs, they've actually not looked too bad. Oilers have just hit a couple of tough shots. Peters into the lane, now kicks it out. Leonard from the corner, got it. Tough corner 3, cuts the gap to 10. And now here comes Easton Day for Mount Pleasant. Day to Polk on the wing. Now inside to Broychuk, who goes up and over McCula to corral it. And now they're going to get Logan with a travel inside. Oiler fans want a foul call. They're not going to get it. And it'll be St. John's basketball. Here comes Leonard. Up ahead. Now he'll get it back. Leonard out top to McCula. McCula back to Leonard. Leonard driving. Tough take block by Barbie. Nice block there from Andrew Barbie. And now here comes Klein up ahead for the Oilers. Klein lobs it inside. Broychuk over top of a man. 4-2 more for the big man. 6 points on the night for Logan Broychuk already. Schroeder kicking. Corner three. Long and no good from Stewart. And now here comes Barbie. Barbie kicking. Klein for three. Kaboom! Aiden Klein from downtown. Oilers looking really good to start it off. Their lead is up to 15. 5 minutes to go before the break. What can St. John's do to get themselves back into this one? Oilers have just shot really well so far and gotten some tough layups to go in. Down low to McCula, now back out top, Stewart. Now back to McCula in the corner, hits the mid-range jumper, cuts the gap to 13. Now a little bit of full court pressure is trying to be applied for St. John's, but the Oilers handle it easily. Day gives it to Aiden Klein. Now into the corner, Polk. Gets it down low to Broychuk. Double teamed. Skip pass. Day kicks out top to Barbie. Now a swing to Klein. Klein gives it to a Barbie who cuts in. Dishes to Polk for two. Scooter Polk, the senior, up to 4. Oiler lead back to 15. Stewart gets it down low to McCula. Stewart gets it back. Leonard with Barbie in his face, looking for somewhere to go. Nowhere to go right now for St. John's. They just have to keep working it around the arc. Oiler defense really stingy and tough so far. Leonard, deep three. Got it! Tell you what, despite the fact that the Oilers have been shooting lights out, St. John's has hit some shots, and that's the reason they're still kind of in this game, only down by 12. Day. Spinning, kicking, Klein, corner tray. And he missed it short, and Barbie corrals the miss and lays it in. Nice offensive board there from Drew Barbie to get the Oilers back up to a 14-point lead, and a tap away. Up ahead, Polk corrals, and a timeout taken by Coach Shell before the ball went out of bounds.
And with that shot from Andrew Barbie, that's one of the things you're going to expect from him. 41.4 field goal percentage, 15 points per game. He's one of our higher scorers, second only behind Logan Brodychuk, who's averaging 16.3. But we're a really good team, both all around, just shooting, going in the paint, defense. I think that's contributed to why this lead right now is so big.
Yeah, I think this Oilers team, if you looked at these stats, Alex, is actually pretty balanced. You got our top three sitting with Logan Broychuk, Drew Barbie, and Amani Green. But the other guys, you get down to Easton Day, who averages basically 6 points a game. But down below, most of those guys don't average a lot. Guys like Aiden Klein, Nick Dice, Carter Dole, Carlo Rossetti, guys like that, they don't average a bunch, but a lot of times you'll get one of those guys who will be hot on any given night and give the Oilers the added boost. So this is a really balanced team.
And even though they don't average a lot, they still play a huge role with, swinging the ball, getting good passes, playing really good, strong defense.
Broychuk, nice finish there over the top of a Red Wing, and he's got 8 so far tonight. Peters in the corner, heavily guarded by the sophomore Dice. Peters crossover, gets it out top, now he's swinging around. Leonard for 3 from the corner, he's got it. Leonard has been having himself a pretty good night so far, hitting a couple threes, and lead back down to 13. Dice Looking to get inside to Broachuk. Have to settle for Amani Green out top. Skip pass. Polk gets it inside to Broachuk. Over top of another Red Wing, can't get it to go. And nice save there for Amani Green. Green thought about the corner three. They'll give it down below Broachuk, who's out of bounds. It'll stay. Mount Pleasant basketball is off of Tyler Weber.
And that's one of the things the Oilers can't get too comfortable with, is trying to force a lot of those really tough passes that, very well could have been out on the Oilers to give St. John's the ball.
Well, and the other thing you don't want to get comfortable with is turning the ball over, especially with a tough team like Grand Blanc coming down Friday night. It might work against a little bit of a weaker team in St. John's, but definitely not against Grand Blanc. So it'll be Broachuk to go to the free throw line for a pair of shots after being fouled on his layup attempt. First one, rattles around and in. 9 points here in the early going for Logan Broachuk. 2 minutes before the half. Nice job there from Logan Broachuk. He's a 61% free throw shooter, and he knocks down both. Stewart into the lane and fouled from behind there by Scooter Polk.
It's his second on the night.
So be Leonard to get it in for the Red Wings. Out top to Peters. Now he'll swing it to Stewart. Leonard thought about the corner three. Now he's double teamed by the two big men. Stewart saves it. Now they get it down low. Out top, Leonard. Nice job there. Couple of close calls there for the Red Wings, but they keep it in play and continue to work it around. Tough layup up and no good. That was no back. And now here come the Oilers. Barbie up ahead. Polk down low to Broachuk. Had it tapped away, but Polk gets it back out top to Amani Green. Green now the corner to the big man. They get out to the wing to Scooter Polk now. Polk gets it to a cutting Amani Green. Tough fadeaway jumper, short and no good. And here comes Leonard up ahead for St. John's. Down low. Tough take. And it'll be a travel called on Tyler Weber.
And that's one of the things you're going to see from St. John's is their transition game. In their previous games, from what I've seen, they've been really good getting in that offensive transition. But one thing they've struggled with and need to do to try and narrow this lead and get the win over here tonight in Mount Pleasant is their defensive transition. Get back, hustle back to stop those big plays.
Barbie from the wing, and it rattles out. And the rebound comes down to Leonard. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Peters deep three, got it. Nice job there from the Red Wings in transition to get the three, and now the gap down to 12. And now here comes Amani Green. The Oilers will likely hold for the final shot of the first half. Oilers will flatten things out along the baseline. Now here comes Barbie to give the screen to Amani Green. Green, corner, dice for three. Got it! This Oilers team has shot basically lights out here in the first half. And they'll go into halftime with a 15-point lead as that half-court heave was actually relatively close. We're going to head to a quick break. Oilers lead at 37-22. We'll see you on the other side of the halftime break.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
I am confident.
I am passionate.
I am strong.
I
am an athlete.
Girls play today because of those who came first. The leaders, coaches, officials, trailblazers, made possible by the passing of Title IX more than 50 years ago.
No person shall be excluded
From participating
On the basis of sex. And girls have done so much more than participate. From the first MHSAA champions to the latest and newest. Title IX confirmed what we already knew. Girls can play, and they benefit greatly from being involved in high school sports.
I am competitive.
I am determined.
I am fearless. Continue to play, to coach, to officiate. Continue giving back, because 50 years is just the beginning. You were once inspired by those who came first. Now, be the inspiration for those who come next.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Well, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball and I got hooked. Before long I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Oilers lead at 37 to 22 after the first half, and pretty good crowd on hand tonight. Oilers putting on a good show for the Oiler faithful. And Alex, what do you think your keys are to the second half for both of these squads?
Well, for Mount Pleasant, really their key is to just stay engaged. Keep up the energy. They've done really well overall on defense and offense. You know, rebounding, you can always rebound more. I mean, you can never ask to not rebound. But really just stay engaged, keep the energy up, and try to not let St. John's get some of those wide open shots. And then coming into this for St. John's, try and defend the post a little stronger. You know that's a little tough, not having the height advantage to try and match up with Logan Brodachuk. But just try and defend it a little stronger, play strong defense, and also finish on their transition buckets. That's one of the things they struggled with in the first half, was trying to finish on those transition buckets, which those are all really easy shots, but they got to finish.
Well, teams heading back to the huddle. Tell you what, we have had a great first half, and I'm really excited for a great second half. Oilers having looked strong so far. We'll see what St. John's can do to get back into this one. And every night we've had the band in the house. It's been a great atmosphere. I think it just brings a little bit extra energy to the gym and gets the players a little bit more juice out there on the court.
And I don't want to break the spell, but I'm pretty sure every time we've had the band in, we've won.
Oilers looking to keep that streak alive here tonight. And actually, I think most of them have been pretty dominating performances. You have games like Lapeer. Oilers won that game by about 20. And then I'm trying to think back in my memory, Saginaw Heritage, they won that game just barely off a pair of Andrew Barbie free throws. And then tonight they're looking strong again. So here we go, Oiler basketball out of the break. Here comes Amani Green. Green, give it to Scooter Polk. Almost lost it there. And that'll get it down low to Barbie out top. Klein wide open for three. Can't get the bounce. And Andrew Barbie makes the nice lay-in down low to clean up the loose change. Now here come the Red Wings. Leonard. Get it to Stewart. Almost stolen there by Amani Green. Excuse me, that was Ballard who lost it out of bounds there for the Red Wings. And now here come the Oilers. Here comes Amani Green. He'll give it to Scooter Polk on the wing. Into the middle for Barbie. Now down low to Borodachuk, who's fouled on his way up. And he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. Oilers having pulled everybody back because it's 2 shots. And Borodachuk can't convert on the first one. 61% free throw shooter on the year. Not bad for a big man, but also not a tremendous percentage, as now that rebound will come down to Ballard, and Dupuis will bring it up for the Red Wings. Peter on the wing. Schroeder can't get the 3 to go, and the board comes down to the Red Wings. Peter way downtown, and that 3 rattles off. And now here comes Amani Green. Green. Thought about the 3, now give it to Barbie. Barbie had it taken away by Schroeder. Schroeder, tough layup. Surprised, I think, by how wide open he was. Can't finish, and now Amani Green finishes through contact. Nice lay in there for the senior, and the Oilers lead up to 19. Corner 3, Schroeder. Can't silence the Oiler crowd. Oilers going on a nice run here to start the quarter, but there's a foul down low on Mount Pleasant. And looks like that foul's going to go on Amani Green. And now we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. We'll be back on the other side.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Oilers with a 19-point lead. They've come out of the break hot and looking to put away the St. John's Red Wings for their 14th win of the year. In the schedule, pretty tough the rest of the way. Grand Blanc on Friday night. Should be a pretty tough game. And then you have Shepherd the following week for senior night. And a big block there from the big man, Borodachuk. But the Red Wings will retain possession.
And going on to that game against Shepherd senior night, that's always a big night for Mount Pleasant. We're graduating 6 seniors, which is pretty big for our basketball class. But then also coming in, that's not going to be an easy game. With Shepherd have been on the better side of things this year. Coming in, closing in on that Jack Pond Conference Championship. You know, maybe like 3-4 losses in there. They could prove a real good test for Mount Pleasant.
And that game usually, no matter what town it's in, usually there's a really nice crowd for that game because the schools are so close together, and the students usually come out in big number for those games. Green spinning, kicking out. Barbie for 3 from the corner, and it rims out, and Borodachuk corrals the rebound. Borodachuk will swing it out top to Monty Green. Green guarded closely there by Leonard. Green into the lane, throws it up, but he was fouled before he put the shot up. And it'll stay Mount Pleasant basketball. It'll be the second foul of the half on the Red Wings.
You can keep up with everything MHSAA on social media. Look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for tournament updates, event announcements, video highlights, and high school sports news from around the state. It's the best way to connect with the MHSAA every day.
Klein driving in, now he'll kick it out. Borodachuk with the man in his face from the corner, can't get it to go. And it looks like they're going to get the Red Wings with a foul on Dupuis. I believe that's his 4th, and that'll come only a couple minutes in. No, excuse me, they'll give that one to Scooter Polk. That's his third of the night. And now he'll have to be careful with a little ways to go here and those 3 fouls. I want to give a shout out to our crew tonight. Kind of a smaller one at that. You have Ian Miller and Tyler Metner running the cameras. And then you got Brock Binder, your executive producer tonight. And then you've been hearing me and Alex Whitman on the airwaves all night. Shout out to Mr. Onstad. He let us do the broadcast even though he wasn't going to be here. And there's been a pretty good game so far that we've gotten to bring you. Ball rattling around on the floor. Barbie tied up with Leonard, and it'll go back with the Red Wings.
And I'd just like to let you know that this is brought to you by students of the Gratiot Isabella Tech Center School Broadcasting Program, which is part of Mr. Onstad's digital media class. And more high school games than ever can be seen live every week on the MHSAA TV website. The school broadcasting programs continue to grow with more and more schools using the NFHS Network automated production system, Pixelot, to show both regular season and postseason games. Check it out at MHSAA.tv.
Stewart spinning in the lane, puts it up twice, and he finally gets his second take to go, and he was fouled by Broachuk that time, and he'll go to the line for one more. Excuse me, they're going to get Barbie with that foul instead of Broachuk, and now Easton Day will check into the game for Scooter Polk, who has those 3 fouls. So Chris Stewart completes the 3-point play, gets the friendly roll, and the Oilers lead down to 13. Green guarded closely by Stewart. Green into the lane, tough take. Had it partially blocked, and now here comes McCula for the Red Wings. Up ahead. Peters thought about the 3. Schroeder skip pass. McCula from the corner. Can't get that one to go, and Easton Day tracks down the rebound, and he'll bring it up for the Oilers. Day driving downhill, kicking to the corner. Klein had a shot blocked by the backboard, and now here comes Peters for the Red Wings. Into the lane, reverse layup, tough take. And the deficit now down to 11 as St. John's is coming out of that timeout with a little bit more energy and have cut the lead down to 11. Green guarded by Stewart, gives it off to Easton Day. Day trying to get inside, there's nowhere to go. Green wants a screen, he's not going to get it.
It looks like St. John's, the Red Wings are coming out with a heavier press defense from what we saw in the first half.
And now Amani Green knocks one down from outside. Oilers looking pretty strong out of the gate still. They had a kind of a little bit of a slow stretch there in the middle of the third, but Amani Green knocks down that 3, and he's got 14 so far on the night. He's leading the Oilers in scoring, followed by Barodachuk and Barbie, who each have 10. Corner, Stewart driving in. Tough take, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line for a pair of free throws, and I believe they're going to get Barodachuk of that foul. That's his second. Stewart converts the first of 2, as now here come 3 subs for the Oilers. Going to the bench are Aiden Klein, Logan Barodachuk, and Andrew Barbie. And into the game are Carter Dole, Nick Dice, and Shea Klein. Second free throw. Up, and it rattles off. And the rebound will be off of McCula, tried to corral it. He was out of bounds, though, and it'll be Mount Pleasant basketball. Day trying to work his way out of the full court pressure. Day driving in. Now kick it out to Carter Dole. And now Monty Green will run the offense. And he'll be fouled from behind. And it looks like they're going to get Chris Stewart with that foul. Third foul of the half on the Red Wings. Now it's the third foul on Chris Stewart. Green. Working against Stewart. Day. Nice crossover. Skip pass. Dice trying to get it down low to Shea Klein. And now we have a foul on McCullough for the Red Wings. Fourth foul of the half on St. John's. Day trying to get it in. Now he'll get it into Amani Green. Carter Dole thought about the deep three. Now he'll dish it off to Easton Day. Day going baseline. Tough lay-in goes. Oiler lead back up to 15. And now here comes Dupuis and the Red Wings pushing it in transition. Stewart trying to work on the big man, Shea Klein. They'll dish it to Peters. Minute 20 to go in the third. Peters kicking. Leonard. Contested three. Goes down.
You know, and that wasn't your easy three, as you said. Renton contested. He was heavily contested with Easton Day, hands right up in his face. Probably couldn't even see the rim there. Just a great catch and release shot.
1 minute to go in the third. Here come the Oilers. Green. Jump pass. Gives it to Nick Dice. Who gives it back to Green. Green, down low Shea Klein. Klein backing his way in. Now he'll kick it out. Day. McCullough in his face. He can't hit the three. And now here comes Stewart up ahead to McCullough. And now St. John's will work it around. Peters into the lane. Tough jumper. No good. And Shea Klein corrals the rebound. Green looking to hold for the final shot here. Green with 13 on the clock. Working on Chris Stewart, who keeps swatting at the ball. And now Monty Green lost it out of bounds. And now with 6.9 seconds to go in the quarter, St. John's will get the basketball back. Dupuis guarded by Day, now gives it back to Stewart. Stewart with three. Kicks it out, Peters. Back to Dupuis, the three at the horn. Goes, and the lead is down to 9 at the break. Alex, tell us more about how you can become an MHSAA referee.
If you want to learn more about the fine art of officiating, listen to Be the Referee every week on the MHSAA Network. Learn about the rules and mechanics, play You Make the Call, and find out how you can become an official. You can also listen by going to the MHSAA.com.
So St. John's kind of having a little bit more life here coming into the fourth quarter. They just cut the lead to 9 with a nice three at the buzzer. Oilers need to get back on the gas pedal and try and pull away here from the Red Wings.
Say that's one of the things the Oilers can't do is just sit back and relax right now. St. John's is starting to narrow that lead with some tough shots. The Oilers need to bounce back with those shots and really try and expand this lead so we can get a little more comfortable, but not too comfortable to where St. John comes back and wins the game.
So coming out for the Oilers, Andrew Barbie, Logan Barochuk, McCoy Hovey, and Scooter Polk, along with Aiden Klein. For the Red Wings, McCullough, Peters, Dupuis, Leonard, and Tyler Weber.
And it's great to see McCoy Hovey back on the court, coming back after a tough injury, but looking back to see what he can do here to help the Oilers.
Polk will now run the offense. Looking to take as much time off that clock as possible before trying to score. Barbie trying to get it down low. Broachuk, tell you what, right at the end of the break, we said, right at the end of the halftime break, we said St. John's probably do a little bit better defending the post. They've definitely done a nice job defending the post and Broachuk here. As now they get it down low to Logan, who lays it in with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And just as I had talked about how well St. John's had defended Logan Broachuk in the post, nice finish there at the rim for the big man, and he's looking to convert the 3-point play right here at the line. Puts the big man's total up to 12 on the night, and the free throw makes it 13. Oilers lead back up to 12. Here comes St. John's. They need a couple quick scores and some stops if they want to get back into this one. Dupuis gives it to Peters. Now it's McCula. Leonard spinning against Barbie. Nowhere to go inside. Peters gives it out top to Dupuis. Dupuis, corner to Weber. Left wide open on the wing. Still does not shoot it. And now here comes Peters. Tough jumper from the free throw line. Gets it to go. And St. John's cuts the lead back down to 10.
And with that wide open shooting chance for St. John's, that's one of the things the Oilers need to cut down on, is getting those long 3-point shots. They need to expand their defense from the post out to the perimeter, so the Red Wings, can't make those 3-point shots to close in this lead.
And that's going to be the 4th foul of the night on Dupuis, the 6th of the half on the Red Wings, so he's got to be careful if he wants to stay in this one much longer. Because one more and he's gone. Barbie at the rim, lays it in. Nice job there from Barbie to get to the rim and finish. Peters gives it to Weber. Now back to Peters. Now it's Dupuis. We'll kick it out to Weber. McCula trying to work on Polk. Still nowhere to go. Now it's Dupuis. Gives it to Peters. Driving in. And McCula lost the handle. And now it's on the deck, and Dupuis gives it to Weber for the 2-point basket for the Red Wings. Kind of a long possession there from St. John's, but they cut the gap back down to 10. Oilers looking to complete the sweep of the evening. Freshman and JV having won before this. And now Barbie goes up and over top of McCula and Leonard for 2 more. Weber kicks it to Peters. Peters along the baseline. Double team. Dupuis, quick trigger. Got it.
That's one of the things the Oilers are going to start needing to tighten down. Like I said earlier, is expanding their defense up into the perimeter so that St. John's can't get that 3-point shot off.
Barbie spinning, can't finish, and he lays it in his own miss. Lead back up to 11. Dupuis driving, kicking. Peters. Now he's double teamed. Gets it to Leonard into the lane. Tough lay-in. Gets it to go off the glass. Teams trading baskets, but at this point, that's not what you want to have happen if you're St. John's. You need to get some stops along with those scores. So see what they do here on defense. Polk driving. Now kicks it to Aiden Klein. It was a dangerous pass, and it's off of the leg of the senior Aiden Klein. And now St. John's going to get the basketball back, only trailing by 9.
Checking back in for the Oilers, Easton Day and Amonte Green. And checking in for the Red Wings, number 5, Chris Stewart. And it looks like number 2, Anthony Dupuis.
Peters. Guarded by Day. Now he'll swing it to Schroeder as Stewart knocks down the perimeter jumper, and we're down to a 6-point game. So St. John's making a game out of this. Oilers need to respond. They need to get the energy back that they had in the first half. Barbie to the rim. Tough take. No good. Borodachuk can't finish, and Barbie finally lays in the loose change. Drew Barbie up to 18 points on the night. Stewart into the lane. Swatted away by Barodachuk. Barodachuk says nuh-uh on that layup attempt. And now here come the Oilers with the 8-point lead.
Great swat away by Logan Brochuk.
It's at least his second or third on the night. Day lost it. Now it's picked up by Amani Green. Barbie left wide open from three, decides not to take it. Pump fake from Day. And it rattles off, but Polk corrals the miss. Amani Green now will bring it out and take some time off the clock with 2:55 to go. Oilers looking to hang on for their 14th win of the year. Green into the lane, lost it on the way up. Can't get it to go, and Dupuis has the board, and now here come the Red Wings. Dupuis, corner, Peters. Can't finish, and the rebound comes down to Amani Green. And we have a foul. That's going to be on Dupuis, and that's going to be his fifth. And he's going to have to sit on the bench the rest of the night. Never mind, looks like they're going to give it to Chris Stewart, so Dupuis will remain in the game for a little bit longer. And now McCullough will check back into the game for Leonard. That's the fourth foul on Chris Stewart as well, so a little bit of foul trouble here for the St. John's players. Need to control that if they want to keep their best players on the floor.
See what the Oilers can do to get a little bit of energy back onto this.
And I think Coach Shell's going to take a break to talk about that right now. We're going to take a quick break to talk about what we need to do as well. We'll be back on the other side of this short message.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Tell you what, the Red Wings have made this one a game. It's an 8-point one with 2:27 to go in the ball game. Oilers lost a little bit of the energy they had here coming out of the halftime locker room, and they need to get that back if they want to close out their 14th win of the year. Coming out of the huddle for Mount Pleasant, it's going to be Barbie, Polk, Green, Day, and Barodachuk. For the Red Wings, it's going to be Schroeder, Peters, Dupuis, McCullough, and Stewart. They get into Day. Day driving. Now we'll waste some time. Now we'll get into the middle of Barbie, who lost it, and it's tapped up in the air to Schroeder, and he'll fall to the floor hard. And Schroeder not happy with Barbie, and Barbie's going to pick up the foul. That's his second foul of the night.
And that was a great tip job by the Red Wings to force that turnover. That's one of the things the Oilers gotta pick up, is making smart, quick passes to avoid those tips and the turnovers.
Peters from way downtown can't get it to go, and now Stewart will kick it out to Dupuis. Into the middle, McCullough. Now it's Schroeder from downtown, can't get it to go, and the board comes down to Barodachuk, and he'll slow it down. Here comes Barbie.
It looks like the Red Wings are trying to even more expand their man-to-man offense by bringing three guys up to guard that half-court line, try and force that 10-second violation.
And that, I believe, will be the fifth of the night on Dupuis, and he is done for the night. Not a bad night for Dupuis. He hit a couple of three-point jump shots, had some nice takes at the rim, but he'll watch the final 149 of regulation from the bench. So it'll be Easton Day at the free throw line for the Oilers. Can put this back up to a double-digit lead if he can convert both.
And with Easton Day being a 92.3% free throw shooter, the Oilers fans can get a little bit more comfortable when he's up to the line, knowing that he'll most likely make them both.
Well, he knocked down the first one. Second one up and good as well. And now with 1:49 to go, lead back up to 10. Now St. John's in hurry mode. Peters deep three. Got it!
And that's one of the things the Oilers can't let happen is leave Peters open. Peters has been lights out all night for the Red Wings, making really clutch three-point shots to narrow the lead. So the Oilers are going to have to try and expand on their defense to try and make sure Peters is not left wide open.
And that's Chris Stewart's 5th foul of the night. And it's going to send Amani Green to the free throw line. But the Oilers, it doesn't matter how many free throws you make. If you keep leaving if you keep leaving Peters open from long range, he'll keep knocking those down and getting the Red Wings back into the game.
But one of the things the Oilers need to do is make those free throws first. Making those free throws, every time. It's a free shot. You got to make your free throws.
Especially while the clock's not moving and giving St. John's a chance to go down and score.
The Oilers are keeping all 4 men back to play defense as Monty Green sinks that first free throw.
And Amani Green, a 68% free throw shooter on the year. So he got the first one, see if he can get the second. And the second one from Green rattles out. And now here comes St. John's, still very much in this game. Peters gets it to McCula. Leonard driving, kicking. Back to McCula into the lane, floater, banks in off the window, and it's down to a 6-point game. And now it's Green trying to work through the pressure, and he's fouled from behind by McCula. And it'll send Amani Green back to the free throw line, this time for 2 shots, as now the Oilers are in the double bonus with 1:07 to go. It's only the 2nd foul on McCula, though.
And one of the things the Oilers are going to have to do if they want to try and expand this lead is make smart passes and smart shots. We can't start forcing shots and forcing passes to get into turnovers. Turnovers lead to points, and points lead to a win. That's one of the things the Oilers are going to have to do on their defensive end is try and force turnovers with still staying out of foul trouble.
Officials having a little bit of a conversation here around the top of the key. Not sure what they're discussing. Monty Green sitting there waiting to take those 2 free throws. Still not sure what they're discussing right now. It's kind of a long conversation. And I believe that there might have been a technical foul assessed to somebody here. Not sure who that's on yet. So it'll be Amani Green at the free throw line for the Oilers. Coach Shell still getting the explanation there over by the Oiler bench. We're going to try and get the explanation here from the official that's standing closest to us if he can get within earshot. Officials now talking to the St. John's coaching staff. So Monty Green here to shoot a pair at the line, looking to extend the Oiler lead back up. It's only sitting at 6, and that puts it at 7. We still don't know what that call was all about. I guess we might not yet. We probably will never know. Second free throw from Green, and he gets it to rattle home. And timeout, Coach Shell in Mount Pleasant. We're going to take this final timeout with them. Will be our final commercial break of the night. We'll see you on the other side of it.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Still not sure what's going on with those technical fouls, but nevertheless, team's still in their huddles. Oilers looking to hang on. They're up by 8, looking for their 14th win on the year, heading into a big one on Friday night against Grand Blanc. Before next week, they host Shepherd for senior night, and then they head up to Petoskey, making the really long trip up north to take on the Northmen.
And on the other end of things, St. John's coming off with 4 games to go left. Really, next 3 really tough games. At Lansing Catholic next week. They're always good in basketball. You know, usually every sport they play, they're pretty good. And then home against Fowlerville, pretty tough team. And then home against DeWitt, who Mount Pleasant played earlier and lost to. That was a really tough game. And then they're at Corunna for the final game of the season.
St. John's just rolled the ball all the way in the front court, so that saved him a pretty good amount of time. As now Leonard fouled on his way to the cup by Barbie, and he'll go to the line for the 1-and-1. That's the 3rd foul of the night on Drew Barbie, having a solid offensive night as well with 18. So here's Leonard. He can cut the deficit to 6 if he makes both of them. First one up and pure. Lead down to 7.
And one of the things the Oilers are going to have to look for, I mean, not necessarily on the play, but is our crowd. Our crowd really all season has kind of been the 6th man. You know, being there, being loud in every game we've played. It's been a little quiet so far. We're looking to see if they can get back up, maybe cause some confusion on the Red Wings side.
Polk gives it back to Amani Green. Oilers do a nice job taking time off the clock, and now the Oilers will take a timeout to save their possession, and so they'll take a 30-second break. Tell you what, the only common opponent so far this season for both these squads was Alma, and both teams won. Oilers got out of Alma with only a 3-point win, but you said it, DeWitt on the schedule as well. That was a really tough game for the Oilers. I was actually at that game in person, went down with the varsity team to watch it. Oilers controlled that game for most of it, and then ended up only winning by 8. So kind of a tough game to go on the road and control and then lose it right at the end. See what St. John's can do against a really good DeWitt Panthers team. And that school, DeWitt, has kind of given the Oilers trouble in a couple of different sports recently. Football being the most notable, with back-to-back losses in a district title game, and then
that last district title game going into triple overtime. That was one of the most exciting games I've ever been to as a student. And I know being in the weight room with all the football guys, they're not happy about it, and they're going to come out this season with a chip on their shoulder, looking to defend their Valley title and beat DeWitt again, hopefully in the MHSA football tournament.
So here we go. Oilers coming out of the timeout. Same 5 on the court. Barbie gets it into Green. He's swarmed. Almost threw it away there. As now Amani Green gets it down low. Baronichuk slams it home, putting the nail in the coffin most likely on the Red Wings, barring some miracle from St. John's. And the 3 goes down. I hope I didn't speak too soon. That was a nice shot there from McCula. And now a foul called on Schroeder. And it's now down to a 5-point game with 21 seconds to go. So Green will go to the free throw line. But St. John's hanging around right now.
With only a 5-point lead from the Oilers, St. John's with 21 seconds left still have a chance to come up with something here to put up 3, maybe force this game going to overtime, take the lead, and win the game.
Especially if Amani Green only knocks down 1 or none of these free throws as he gets the first one. At the rate that St. John's has been hitting 3-point shots, they could easily go down and cut this lead in half again, especially if Amani Green misses this free throw. But Green's a pretty good free throw shooter. And it spins out. And now here come the Red Wings. Schroeder needs to go somewhere quickly. 15 seconds. Leonard deep 3. Air ball. And now it's out of bounds, and with 10 seconds left, St. John's might have used up every last bit of their magic, and the Oilers looking like the 14th win, looking pretty solid right now. Barbie gets it into Day. Fouled on the baseline by McCula with 8 seconds to go.
As the student section chants their famous, "I believe that we will win." This gym's getting pretty hyped for this 14th win here by the Oilers.
Tell you what, Oilers had a pretty solid lead in this one, kind of let it slip. But you know what they say, a win is a win. As Easton Day knocks down the first free throw to put the lead up to 7. As now Coach Shell will put in Shea Klein, McCoy Hovey, Carter Dole, Jarrett Krebsstrider, and Carson Sanders. So he'll empty the bench, and Oilers students always happy to see Krebsstrider check into the game, even if it's only for the final 8.2 seconds.
You want to say maybe Jarrett Krebsstrider is maybe the crowd favorite.
Here come the Red Wings. McCula gets it to Peters now. Step back 3. Never mind. McCula driving. They won't get up a final shot. Strike up the band. The Oilers win it 67-59. They get a tough win at home. St. John's did a nice job to battle back. You got any final thoughts, Alex?
That was just a great overall game by both teams. Like you said earlier, the Oilers, they had that lead going into half. Started to let it slip, but they started to regain their energy. Come back and play good overall fourth quarter to win this game 67-59.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into tonight's game on YouTube, presented by the GI Tech School Broadcasting Program. We hope you enjoyed our coverage. On behalf of our entire crew and for Alex Whitman, I'm Brenton Scobie saying so long and have a good night. The Oilers win it 67